Hello, you're welcome. My name is Dr. Kingsley. Welcome to Best Brain Academy. In this class, I want to solve questions on stoichiometry of chemical reactions. The stoichiometry of chemical reactions are those stoichiometry that require that the chemical equation must be balanced before a calculation can be made on the equation. Now, if you look at this is the equation on the board. It says zinc tarnishes in the presence of hydrogen sulfide according to the reaction. This is a zinc plus a hydrogen sulfide plus oxygen to give you zinc sulfide and water. Now, it says if 10 gram, 20 gram and 15 gram of zinc, hydrogen sulfide and oxygen are provided respectively, determine number 1 the limiting reagent and number 2 the mass of zinc sulfide precipitated. Now we want to get the first question here is get the limiting reagent. Now remember, the limiting reagent is the reactant, any of the reactants that have smaller ratio of mole, that is what I call R. Any reactant that have smaller ratio of mole is what we call the limiting reagent. Anytime you are asked to find limiting reagent, you need to find the ratio of mole of zinc, in this case, the ratio of mole of hydrogen sulfide, and the ratio of mole of oxygen. Any of them that is smaller will become the limiting reagent. Now, but the question is, how do we calculate the ratio of mole that determines the limiting reagent? Follow me with this method. Now, we have 3 reagents. When we say 3 reagents, we mean 3 reactants. The first one is zinc, the second one is hydrogen sulfide, and the third is oxygen. Now, if we want to get the ratio of mole, we take this method. You first of all get the number of mole. The number of mole for zinc is the given mass over the molar mass. The given mass is 10 divided by molar mass of zinc, which is 65. Now, if you do 10 divided by 65, we get 0.145. That is 0.145. Okay, 0.154. It will give us 0.154. Now, the ratio of mole by formula that we are looking for now, the ratio of mole is number of mole obtained divided by the stoichiometric number of moles. The number of mole for zinc obtained is 0.154, then divided by the stoichiometric number of mole, which is S. The stoichiometric number of mole is the number of mole of that zinc in the balance equation. Now, this is the balance equation. The number of mole of zinc in this balance equation is 2. That is the S, which is stoichiometric number of moles. So this will be divided by 2. Then if you divide this, you get the ratio of mole for zinc to become 0.077. That is for zinc, 0.077. Then do the same thing for hydrogen sulfide. The number of mole for hydrogen sulfide is the mass of hydrogen sulfide given divided by the molar mass. The mass of hydrogen sulfide given is 20. So you are going to do 20 divided by the molar mass of hydrogen sulfide is 34. That is, hydrogen is 2 plus 32 for sulfur, that is 34. Then when you divide 20 over 34, we are getting 0.588. 0.588. Then the ratio of mole R for this hydrogen sulfide will be the number of mole you obtained divided by the stoichiometric number of mole, which is S. The stoichiometric number of mole, or first of all, the number of moles is 0.588. Then divided by stoichiometric number of mole for hydrogen sulfide, the number of mole at the balance equation, which is 2. So this will be divided by 2. So when we do the division, we will be getting 0.469. that will be 0.469. So we have gotten the ratio of mole for hydrogen sulfide. The next we'll get the ratio of mole for oxygen. Now the number of mole first. The number of mole for oxygen is the mass of oxygen divided by molar mass of oxygen. The mass of oxygen given is 15. So we'll have 15 divided by the molar mass of oxygen is 32. So 15 divided by 32. Okay. Sorry. Here we have 0.588 divided by 2. Okay, 0.588 divided by 2 is 0.294. Sorry. So this should be 0.294. Okay. Then when we do 15 divided by 32, that is in getting the number of moles of oxygen. 15 over 32 is what we are getting as 0.469. Then the ratio of mole for oxygen will be the number of mole divided by the stoichiometric number of mole. The number of mole obtained is 0.469. Then divided by stoichiometric number of mole for oxygen at the balance equation. The stoichiometric number of mole is 1. So that will give us 0.469. Now look at the stoichiometric number of mole for 3 of them: zinc, hydrogen sulfide, and oxygen. For zinc is this, for hydrogen sulfide is this, then for oxygen is this. Now compare 3 of them, which one is smaller? This is what is smaller. So the ratio of mole for zinc is smaller. What it simply means is that zinc is the limiting reagent. The limiting reagent is the reagent with smallest ratio of mole. And remember that ratio of mole is number of mole over stoichiometric number of mole. So having known that zinc now is the limiting reagent, it simply means in the course of this reaction, the reagent that will finish first will be zinc. So it determines the reaction, it controls the reaction, because once zinc finishes, the reaction stops. That is why it is the limiting. It limits the reaction. Now, we have answered question number 1, that we should find the limiting reagent, and we will now know that zinc is the what? The answer, the limiting reagent. Then number 2 is we should find the mass of zinc sulfide precipitated. It simply means we should find the mass of zinc sulfide that is formed in the reaction. Now, if we want to find the mass of zinc sulfide formed, we will not use oxygen to get it, because oxygen is not the limiting reagent. We will not use hydrogen sulfide to get this, because hydrogen sulfide is not the limiting reagent. We must use the limiting reagent, which is what? Zinc. Anytime you want to get the mass of product formed, you must use the limiting reagent, the reactant that is the limiting reagent, to compare with that product. So we can now see that what? For number 2, if we want to solve, we can say that from balanced equation, from the balanced equation, our balanced equation is this. You compare zinc, the limiting reagent, with zinc sulfide. So what are we seeing? You see that what? 2 mole of zinc will require, of course, 1 mole of zinc sulfide. Now, what is 1 mole of zinc? It simply means, 2 moles of zinc. What is it? 2 mole of zinc means 2 multiplied by the molar mass of zinc. Remember, the molar mass of zinc is what? 65. Okay, 2 times 65 grams of zinc will give you 1 multiplied by the molar mass of zinc sulfide. Now, the molar mass of zinc sulfide is 97 grams. So that is 97, okay, grams. So what it simply means is what? If you multiply this by this, okay, you will get what? 130. So we have 130 gram of zinc. We need 97 gram of okay, zinc sulfide. So if 130 gram of zinc require 97 gram of zinc sulfide, require 97 gram of zinc sulfide, okay, then what is the mass of zinc given to us in the equation? The mass of zinc is 10. So 130 gram of zinc, we need 97 gram of zinc sulfide according to the balance equation. Then 10 gram of zinc provided in the equation, we now what? We now form X gram of zinc sulfide. So you need to get what X is. We can use this space here to complete it. So how do we get X? We cross multiply. So you can see that X will be equals to 10 times 97. So you have 10 times 97, then divided by what? 130. Divided by 130. So our X will become 10 times 97 divided by 130 will give us 7.5. So we have what? 7.5 gram of zinc is formed. So the amount of zinc formed is what? Is 7.5 gram. Either you use formed, or if you like, you use what? Precipitated, as stated by the equation. So that is how you go about solving this. Anytime you want to get the mass of product that is formed, please remember you must know your limiting reagent, because that is what you use to compare with the product. Please always subscribe to my channel, share and like my videos. Thank you.